Hello, everyone. Welcome back.
You didn't start with welcome back. This must be like 16 green moons flying overhead.
16 green moons?
Yeah, because a green moon is more rare than a blue moon.
What the heck? What is a green moon? What is a blue moon?
You're an idiot.
Is that a real thing?
Moving on.
Anyway, whatever.
You never heard the phrase once in a blue moon?
Okay, yeah, I've heard of that, but I still don't know what that's referencing, though.
Just move on.
Whatever. As long as that Interpol agent has control of this case, I'm not going to be able to have a real autopsy done on the victim. I'm no doctor, but let's see what I can piece together myself. There are 2 gunshot wounds, one in his abdomen and one in his shoulder.
Why do you have so much trouble saying abdomen?
Because when I see the word, I see the D and then the B, and then I'm like, oh, whoops, that's not what that's not. I keep like reversing them.
Abdomen!
Is it abdomen or abdomen or abdomen? Whatever.
So that means he was shot twice?
No, I don't think so. I think the abdominal.
Nope.
Abdominal one is an
Nope.
entry.
You said abdominable.
What?
You said abdominable.
That's what it says.
It says abdominal.
The abdominal. Whatever.
Abdominable snowman.
It looks right to me.
He's the abdominable dead man.
It looks right to me. Is
You're
an entry
idiot.
wound, and the one near his shoulder is the exit wound.
Nice. I knew you could figure it out.
It comes with experience, and I've seen my share of crime scenes. Speaking of experience, this crime scene seems a bit too clean for a murder where the bullet went clean through. I should make a note of this oddity. Preliminary findings, data updated in my organizer. Type documents discovered in the Wild Wild West area, whatever, close enough.
Yeah, just don't.
Oh, I thought this was updated. Okay. Victim Deacon shot from ABB through shoulder. Touch the check button for details. Oh, abdominal.
Yeah, abdomen.
Whoops.
I hate you.
Anyway, moving on.
I don't care if you're not an English major. How did you pass school?
I don't know, man. I don't know. This is an unusually shaped pendant.
Looks familiar, doesn't it?
A little bit.
What is it? Is it something valuable?
He seems to have regained some of her composure.
It looks like a horse pendant. It's got an antique feel about it, and it's really pretty. Hold on. This is made of platinum silver. Nice, it is worth something after all. Oh, and look, there's something written on the back. Colin Devorae. It's a name.
You said that a lot better than I probably would have.
I'm not surprised.
Colin Devorae. I probably would have said like Devorae or something. I don't know. What this man's name is. What? Oh. The Deuce. Okay, I see. So it's time to deduce
the necklace.
What?
You have to deduce the necklace and figure out the fact that it's a necklace.
I guess I do. Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I pulled?
Well, that is what triggered the freaking thing.
That's what I would assume too. What am I deducing from my preliminary findings? Probably, I guess. Or maybe I should look at everything else to be on the sure side, huh?
It's also possible that you haven't searched everything in the area, so you might not have the evidence that you need for it.
I'll back up real quick then.
All the way out?
Yeah, and then I'll see if he has to inspect any suspicious nooks and crannies. Mr. Amano, this body. Oh, I haven't talked to him yet.
Yes, that's my butler, Oliver. How could something like this have happened?
Indeed. And why was Mr. Deacon here to begin with? A very, very good question.
Good talk.
Anything you gotta say about the murder? It appears that this case has taken a turn for the unexpected.
I'll say, I was shocked to open that shutter and find a dead body inside.
I suppose most people would be, since the average person rarely runs across a corpse.
Wait, you just compared me to a normal person, didn't you? I'll have you know that I'm...
Sorry, I suppose I should have recognized that you're a thief, correct?
No, I'm a great thief. And a great thief is not surprised by anything, got it?
Apparently with great thievery comes great loss of short-term memory.
You must be a thief, then.
I see. Anyway, oh geez, wait, how do I present? I present like this.
Usually with the present button.
I have short-term memory issues too. Anyway, this is not new, so whatever. Ugh, excuse me. Alright, what do you guys think? What?
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 Excuse me? Nothing to comment on the dead body just sitting right here, sir? I mean, nothing at all?
You think he'd go off and find frickin' Yang or Lang or whatever his name was?
You would think, but he did not. Oh well. Nothing new to say about that. Alrighty then. I'll see you later, Mickey. Let's go back to the crime scene or something. What a peculiar car.
Yeah, from the look of it, it must be the Blue Badger mobile. Why is that a thing? And it has 3 tires, so maybe it left those tire tracks behind.
To be fair, why is the Blue Badger a thing at all?
Because mascots.
That's simply not possible.
Huh? Why?
Take a look at the tires. There's no mud stuck to them. Therefore, it must have been here since before it started to rain.
Oh, gotcha. Good eye.
It's a shame
Why am I playing the idiot and you're playing the logical one?
I don't know, man.
The roles have been reversed.
I don't see any other clues around. That is a very, very good question, and we will never know that, because main character logic, right? Anyway, I don't suspect any nooks and crannies.
Maybe you have to present the crime scene evidence? I mean, like the preliminary...
This?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, that's
I mean,
what I was going to do. Sounds like that might have worked. So
Eureka!
There's something not right about the
because there was
name.
nothing else in your freaking organizer that had anything to do with him.
Oh, yeah. Alright, well, that's what I was thinking, too. About the name on the pendant. The victim is the Amano family butler, and his name is Oliver Deacon. But the name on this pendant is Colin Devorae.
Nope, that's not what I said.
Devorae, whatever.
We've already changed. It's been 5 minutes. I wonder what's up with that.
Well, like I said, short-term memory loss, man. I don't know, but I think we've hit upon an important piece of information. Mr. Deacon's pendant data jotted down in my organizer. Type evidence discovered in the Wild Wild West area.
I'm gonna, like I said before, I'm gonna be less, like, behind the scenes now because I don't remember this case.
Yeah, investigation complete. Oh, who's this?
I would assume Lance's girlfriend, just based on that.
Oh, great. Okay. Lance! Lance! Where are you, sweetie? Okay, that's actually a fairly normal-looking person. Excuse me, but you are... normal-ish, I guess. What up? Question mark.
She turned anime.
Oh, this is bad. He's really good-looking. Ah, stop it, Lauren.
You got a ring pop.
Oh, good lord. You can't let yourself fall for a playboy like him you're in love with.
Sounds like someone doesn't know the meaning of the phrase inner monologue, huh?
Sorry to interrupt your conversation, but might you be a friend of Lance? Yes, I'm Lance's girlfriend. My name is Lauren Pops.
Lauren Fops.
His girlfriend. Oh, it's not like that. We're more like friends, and we're not lovers or anything.
Well, that changed quickly.
We haven't gotten that far yet. But I guess that's how people are going to see it, so I should just accept it.
It actually is a ring pop?
This ring, as a present from Lance, was swoon.
She was just licking it.
Was she really?
Yeah.
I didn't even see it.
You know what she reminds me of? A cartoon character.
Are you serious? Either you just knew that somehow, or that's just a coincidence. My gosh.
What?
Because you said she looked like an anime character like 2 minutes ago.
Like I said, I don't remember. You think I'd remember a line like that?
I don't know. It's kind of goofy, so maybe?
No.
May I inquire as to why you are here? I haven't been able to get in contact with Lance lately, and I began to get really worried. I looked everywhere for him, and then I heard about the kidnapping, so I came here.
Wow, you're really strong for having made it through all this by yourself.
By the way, we never looked at this. It's shaped like a horse. Colin Devorae is engraved on the back.
The fact that you have to make such a conscious effort to do it is the funny thing.
Yeah, I know. It's the victim's pendant, which is shaped like a horse.
It's got a real dignified look on its face. That makes it worth all the more. Oh no, Mr. Edgeworth.
What? Did you find an important piece of evidence?
This is made of platinum silver. That makes this thing super valuable. I've seen this type of jewelry a lot. It's at a lot of stores before, so I know it when I see it.
Okay, if you ever laid so much as a finger on those pieces of jewelry...
What? Me? I'd never do something like that.
Is it possible that she has never wanted to steal from a jewelry store before?
Well, wanting to do something and doing something are two different things.
That is the truth, isn't it now?
Spin it around.
I'm trying to figure out if this is like a different hitbox or not. Okay, it is like
Doubt
the same
it.
hitbox.
I mean, it's a freaking necklace.
I mean, I went for the body before, right? I think I did, so...
Like I said before, you could hold R and use the D-pad to spin it around.
Yeah, I know, but it's easier to use a touchscreen, though. The name Colin Devorae is indicated.
I really admire people who can't say names correctly.
Oh, and why would that be?
You have no imagination, Mr. Edgeworth. Do you ever think that maybe people want to have their loved ones always nearby?
It's not as if I have a wedding band, and I have no interest in accessorizing.
I suppose. Anyway, you know what? More than wearing flashy accessories, I'd rather be engraving my name into every treasure I find all around the world.
A sign of affection is one thing, but blatant vandalizing is just a bit different.
Fair enough.
I guess that is the truth now, isn't it? Anyway, where were we? Did you... yeah.
Yeah, I heard of it.
Is it true? Has Lance really been kidnapped?
I saw it that time.
Yeah.
No one is supposed to know, but yes, it's true.
Oh, Lance! I can't believe you've been spirited away. I wonder how you're doing right now.
It looks like she's gone back to the fair maiden in love routine.
Oh, yeah?
So, Mr. Edgeworth, where do we go from here?
Well, we found a body, so we should look into the murder.
Hold it!
You didn't say it. It's weird.
My men brought me up to speed over the radio. And I have to say, you really should have called. I heard you found something very intriguing.
I have nothing to hide, Agent Lang. It's exactly what you see before you.
I'll take it from here. Yeah, that guy's really dead. No, really?
Who would have guessed?
Hey, you waiting for an invitation? Hurry up and detain the suspect now.
Suspect? Who? Or who do you think, Edgeworth? It's probably you or Kay, or maybe even Meekins, actually.
Yeah, Meekins.
Of course.
Officer Meekins, is it? You're coming with us.
What? Sir, I had nothing to do with it, sir.
Agent Lang, don't you think you're being a bit rash? Do you even have a good reason to suspect Officer Meekins?
I leave that kind of stuff to you prosecutors. It's your job, after all. Like I said earlier, the crime scene isn't as forgiving as your precious courtroom.
That's your answer?
I know you like your logic and reasoning. But that sort of impractical fluff is not needed out here in the field. What?
Exclamation mark.
All you have to do is arrest suspicious person after suspicious person. That's how you eliminate crime from the streets.
But that's also precisely how you unnecessarily arrest innocent people by mistake.
Innocent people? Nonsense. There's no such thing as an innocent person. We've all got a blemish or two in our hearts.
That's tyranny. I
You
won't
almost said
allow.
tyranny.
I was close. I won't allow such a thing to go on, unchecked before my eyes. I will suspect every suspicious nook and cranny.
Inspect.
What did I say?
Suspect.
No.
Too bad you don't call the shots around here.
Oh, I wish I didn't say that. As I have sworn to uphold the laws of this land, I cannot allow you to take this man in. That you would arrest a man on false charges, without even conducting an investigation. Have you no honor as a member of law enforcement?
M.I.B. You!
How dare you speak so disrespectfully to our Shifu?
Man in Black. Hold it.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that.
I said that in the last episode.
Did you? Well,
Yeah.
That was a few days ago, and
I even sang "Here Comes the Men in Black."
I don't think I realized it then too, just because.
You amuse me, Mr. Prosecutor. Lang Z says, every pack has its own rules. If you can play by their rules and come out on top, that is a true victory. Alright, I'll give your beloved laws a fair shake. Let me just jingle this change in my hand. I'll show you how much investigating I've done.
Which is none.
Through my line of logic.
Oh yeah!
Time for an argument.
Argument Shi Long Lang's logic.
I've seen a lot of bodies just like this one being carted off in my time. I can say he was shot at a single glance, but even you figured that much out, right? With your current gun laws, it's not exactly easy to get your hands on a gun. Not unless you're a member of law enforcement like Officer Meekins, isn't that right?
Is that so? A $9 million award?
Yeah, look at that. I was looking at that too. He's got a weird looking face. It looks like his teeth are showing. He doesn't look at all like the freaking...
He looks old. Really old. That is your reasoning.
Solid as a rock. It's based on the philosophy of detainment. What's the philosophy of detainment? You don't know? In that case, pay attention, girlie. In my country, the criminals have a saying, beware of the wolf.
Why the wolf?
Because in my language, Lang means wolf, and you don't mess with me or my pack. And as for the detainment philosophy, its father is my honorable ancestor Lang Z.
You'd think I'd have heard of him and his teachings if he is that famous. Okay.
Lang Z developed it as he worked to lock criminals away thousands of years ago. To this day, Zhangfa Police still trains its recruits using his philosophies. But thousands of years ago? That makes your story about as believable as a fairy tale.
Anything wears down and breaks over time. Do you really believe something as ancient as that can be applied to today's world?
You want to put it to the test?
Well, rebuttal Shi Long Lang's logic.
I've seen a lot of bodies like that one being carted off in my time.
So, it's
said it
about
right that
time.
time.
What?
Actually said it right that time.
Yay! So we're finally getting through with that first argument of the case. It took a lot longer than the last couple cases.
Indeed.
My goodness.
Mostly because we were too busy being tied up in an underground freaking, like, storage room.
That is true. That is true. So what can you tell me about the
I
body?
should have said sex dungeon, that would have been funny. A lot. Even without an autopsy, I have my ways. They teach you the basics of forensics along with the detention philosophy.
Oh, then you wouldn't mind telling me a little of what you figured out, correct?
I could say he was shot in a single glance, but even you figured that much out, right?
Yes, I think anyone who saw the bullets
Why
would...
do you look so smug?
Because I wanted
Yeah,
to say...
he totally
oh,
got shot. Everyone can see that.
I think anyone who saw the bullet wound would have come to the same conclusion.
Not so fast. Don't pat yourself on the back yet.
What's that supposed to mean?
Yes, this is a thing.
Here, have a scroll.
Lang Z says, search where the water is deepest. You have to keep your eyes on the big fish that lurks in the depths, which is the killer.
Is that right? And what would you know about the killer?
With your current gun laws, it's not exactly easy to get your hands on a gun.
It would appear you've studied a little of our laws.
Studied? Who needs to study what every child on any street corner already knows? It's that Sheena.
Was I voicing her?
Yes, but I don't remember the voice you used.
The Federal Firearms Restriction Act.
That's it, the Federal Firearms Restriction Act. I hear it's not easy to get a gun these days.
Interesting. That woman is the one in charge of keeping track of the information.
Not unless you're a member of law enforcement like Officer Meekins, isn't that right?
If that's the case, there are plenty of other officers who might be potential suspects. You're not seriously going to arrest each and every one of them, are you?
As if I would need to. I've already looked into everyone else here.
Oh?
Other than Officer Meekins, I know no one else's weapon has been fired.
How did you check every single person's weapon in such a short span of time?
And when did you check Meekins?
Exactly.
That's because each and every one of my subordinates is extremely capable. It didn't take more than a few minutes to conduct the entire investigation.
The power of sheer numbers. But you have yet to check Officer Meekins' weapon, correct?
Thanks for reminding me. Oh, he didn't.
Huh.
Hey, you! Show me your gun!
Oh! What's wrong? Why does he look so sickly pale all of a sudden?
Gun!
What'd you say? I can't hear you. Stop mumbling and spit it out already.
Sir! Sir! I lost my gun, sir!
How could you be so irresponsible?
In the end, it looks like you're still the only suspect we've got. You're the one who waited here, outside of this garage, to ambush and kill the victim.
So you think that Officer Meekins waited here to kill the victim, do you, Lang? I think this little accusation deserves a lot more scrutiny.
And I'll give him just that. Oh wait, there's more?
Yeah, this line of dialogue was just added because he said it needed more scrutiny.
I see.
Officer Meekins ambushed the victim in this garage right here and killed him with his gun.
I don't believe you. You mean to tell me that the murder occurred here in this garage? I don't know, you had that kind of look to him, like, I don't believe you.
From the fact that the suspect was found almost next to where the body was found, I'd say that's pretty obvious that this is the crime scene. Lang Z says, a criminal always returns to the scene of the crime. Hey, finally a quote I think even I've heard before. Furthermore, Lang Z says,
Oh no!
it wouldn't be so bad if it didn't take so frickin' long.
Yeah.
Successful investigations are the result of multiple returns to a crime scene.
Looks like neither detectives nor criminals have changed their ways over the millenniums. So this is the kind of conclusion the philosophy of entertainment can lead you to.
The philosophy of entertainment. I don't get it, Mr. Edgeworth. Why are you putting yourself on the line for Mr. Meekins?
It's not that I particularly care about what happens to Officer Meekins.
Well, you're a prick. What?
However, I can't simply stand by while Agent Lang ignores our country's laws. Shilong Lang. What sort of investigator are you?
Yeah, I got this.
You do you?
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of bodies like the one being carted off in my time. I can say he was shot in a single glance, but even you figured that much out, right?
What?
With your current gun laws, because it's not exactly easy to get your hand on a gun, not unless you're a member of law enforcement like Officer Meekins, in that right? I was making the ambush a victim in the garage and killed him with his gun.
Even if I am helping out, if I know for a fact what it is, I still won't tell you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming there's gotta be something here, but maybe, I don't know, one of these things is shot through the ABD through the shoulder, pressure check button. There's details! Oh my gosh! Pending autopsy, preliminary findings indicate loss of blood resulting from a gunshot wound, entry point lower right abdomen, exit point right
Hey, you
shoulder.
almost got it that time.
I did get it, what are you talking about? Despite the fact that the fatal bullets went clean through the body, there is very little blood at the site where the body was found. I'm going to wait. Ambush the victim in this garage. Alright.
Yeah, that's kind of obvious, isn't it?
Indeed it is!
There's no blood, so it couldn't have happened here.
Unfortunately for you, Agent Lang, that is simply not possible.
What do you mean?
You've seen the crime scene for yourself. And while you were looking, did you not think to yourself that it was a little too clean?
Aya! Aya!
So you did not notice that there was too little blood. Do you still wish to claim that Officer Meekins committed the murder here? Because this isn't the crime scene, and if it was your men who led you to think it was. Then I suggest you leave this case to the local police to set the record straight.
That was a bad idea, Edgeworth.
Why was that a bad idea?
Because he doesn't like people insulting his pack. Not bad. I see your logic can be just as sound as mine.
Well, I mean, this guy deserves to be put down because he's a jerk, man.
So is every prosecutor.
This guy is just over the top, though.
Every single rival in these games is a complete prick.
This guy is over the top, though. I mean, it's not like...
Von Karma whips you.
Yeah, but that's because she's perfect in every way, though.
Godot throws coffee at you.
Well, I mean, I'll admit that's probably why Godot's probably one of my least favorite prosecutors, personally. Well, I mean, not because of the coffee thing, because I don't know, I just don't like him. But
Gavin air guitars in your face.
Well, yeah, he's confident in his abilities that he can just air guitar everywhere he goes. But this guy, no, this guy's terrible.
In that case, let me ask you this: don't you think it's weird that what?
I don't know.
Don't you think it's weird that it looks like there's a word missing here?
No.
Either Officer Meekins or that officer. Don't you think it's weird that officer was hanging out around here? Yeah, that doesn't sound right.
Sounds right to me.
No.
Weird, how so?
Hey, your squad's not even supposed to be in this area, right? What were you doing neglecting your duties and loafing around here? Don't you dare give me some lame excuse like I found myself taking a walk.
But, sir, I really did take a walk, sir.
You're a disgrace. How dare you take your pack obligations so lightly?
Officer Meekins is looking extra meek. Is he hiding something?
Oh, I dropped my water bottle cap. Go.
Okay. Mr. Edgeworth, please, sir. Save me the way you did.
Oh, there it is. There it is. I found it.
He lost a cap. This is an emergency, everyone. Save me the way you did earlier, please, sir. Just like that water bottle cap.
Officer Meekins, please give us a detailed account of what happened. Sir, not you too.
Oh?
You really think you... Nice. You really think you would be able to get through this without giving your testimony?
I don't know. That was a little bit interesting. Testimony, Meekins' testimony. It's true, sir. I wasn't assigned to this area, sir. I was told to check every square inch of the main gate area, sir. I also went looking for the kidnappers while selling dreams. Selling dreams in the blue Badger-mobile, sir.
That confused you for a second.
I was like, what does he mean by that? But I got completely caught up in my role of selling dreams to the children, sir. Before I knew it, I found myself here in this area, sir.
Area?
What is this blue Badger-mobile?
We talked about that earlier.
It's a moving store on wheels that sells... Well, except it wasn't... They don't expect you to actually look at that, I guess. Apparently. It's a moving store on wheels that sells sweet dreams and merchandise, sir.
So they don't expect you to investigate in an investigation game.
Well, I'm guessing they don't expect you to back out of the murder scene and look at the vehicle, because as soon as you open it up, you're right in the investigation area, so... I don't know. It's one of those things, I guess.
So the Blue Badger-mobile is just a roaming souvenir shop?
Blue Badger-mobile, data jotted down in my organizer. Type evidence discovered in the Wild Wild West area. Sir, I swear I was chasing the kidnappers down while I was being a good dream merchant.
You didn't check the new evidence.
He seems rather worked up, even more than his usual hyperactive self.
No tact whatsoever.
I don't know what you mean by that still. Mobile shop.
No, it's a mobile. It's the thing that like babies hang over their cribs.
Oh, jeez, is it now? Oh, wait, what? Oh, it's a mobile shop on 3 wheels. Was parked inside the Wild Wild West area garage.
Area?
That's literally just the same shot as before, but with the freaking like just a different angle. What's the point of this?
Who knows? Maybe we need something there.
I don't see. Okay, whatever. I don't get it, but whatever. You know, it is what it is. He's very well usual hyperactive stuff.
He sure seems sure of what he's saying.
Can you try to call?
Threw me for a loop.
What did?
That sentence.
It did.
He sure seems sure.
I couldn't tell.
Can you try to calm down and lower your voice to a more reasonable level, officer?
Why did he turn into Captain Falcon for a little bit there?
Sir! Roger, sir! Yes!
I'm really confused right now.
Rebuttal Meekin's testimony.
It's true, sir. I wasn't assigned to this area, sir.
Well, I mean, I feel like we're going to prove that you weren't really assigned to this area. Or maybe
Well,
you
I
really
mean, he
were.
already said that he wasn't assigned to this area, so we don't have to prove anything.
We're going to prove that. That is not correct. Or something.
What?
I don't know. What am I talking about? I'm going to press this now. I'm going to make you hold things.
Alright
Hold
then.
it!
Where were you assigned to?
I was assigned to the main gate, sir.
He must mean the area with the bridge and the outrageous fountain. What's outrageous
Okay,
about
then
it?
why are you here in the Wild Wild West area?
That's because I have a very deep reason. Ma'am? That didn't come out right at all. I was told to check every square inch of the main gate area, sir.
Describe for me how you conducted your investigation.
Yes,
didn't!
sir. What?
I didn't!
Yes, sir. Well, at first I didn't. I made sure there were no suspicious-looking
Hey, sir.
people in the area, sir. What?
You added an extra sir.
Did I?
Yeah, you made sir.
Oh my. Okay, I see what you mean. But the only people that seem to gather around me were little girls, sir.
Well, what did you expect when you dressed like the Blue Badger?
Why wouldn't that just attract kids in general? I mean, I don't get it. I'm confused.
Maybe there's only little girls there.
I thought I had no choice at that point, sir, so... I also went looking for the kidnappers while selling dreams in the Blue Badger-mobile, sir. Wait a
It's a
second.
weird way to put it.
I think I have an idea already what this is.
What exactly do you mean by selling dreams?
Sir, the Blue Badger-mobile is where dreams are collected.
What? That was a perfect time for her to say that.
Sweetness like you've never known.
That was my genuine response to that.
I know. I just felt like it was appropriate to skip that just because of that. Except in dreams, ma'am, like innocence drops.
What?
And it is found only in nightmares, ma'am.
The candy.
Like guilty jawbreakers. Selling those as I push the Blue Badger-mobile along is my sworn duty, ma'am. But I got completely caught up in my role selling dreams to the children, sir.
You completely forgot to look for the kidnappers.
No, sir. Of course not, sir. I would
He had
not
his
ever do something like that, sir.
If he had his megaphone, he'd be screaming that.
No doubt he would be. ...
Dot.
You're absolutely right! I think that's
Wow,
another
you're-
point where he would be using the megaphone right there.
Probably. Wow, you're good at forcing people to confess. You're good at this forcing people to confess thing, Mr. Edgeworth.
To be frank, I'm just a little man, sir.
No, you're Meekins. You're not Frank or a man.
I'm better at selling kids a few small dreams than looking for a big crook, sir.
Enough wallowing in your own self-pity. Let's return to your testimony.
Alright.
Yes, sir! Well, that was interesting then. Before I knew, I found it myself here in this...
What?
Oh my gosh.
That was not even English.
How did you wind up all the way over here?
I was in the middle of a sea of kids, sir. But one of those kids decided to challenge me to a fight, sir.
You what?
I had to run away from the child's painful dropkicks when before I knew it.
What the... The good old dropkick. I dished out my fair share of those when I was a kid. That was probably
Dropkicks.
gancho instead of dropkicks. Just because Japanese.
Okay. That's a new line, by the way.
I know, I was inhaling whenever you started talking. It's always best when you felt one really connect with your opponent.
I was drinking water. In any
Alright.
case, you... I
Did you start drowning?
I wasn't expecting Edgeworth to just pop in right there. He scared me.
Apparently a little bit.
In any case, you wound up here for a reason completely unrelated to the investigation. My mouth was completely full of water when he popped in. I was like, oh, crud.
So you didn't have to, like, you didn't have to start talking with your mouth full.
Sir, that's right, sir. You didn't have to do that.
That's not something you should be admitting to with your head held high, officer. It sounds like he simply forgot about his real job and became the Blue Badger. However, there is one flaw in Officer Meekin's story, but I have the feeling that he'll need some prodding before he'll spill the beans.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure this one's kind of obvious.
I think so too. Let me just look this over again, though. It's true, sir. I wasn't assigned to this area, sir.
I don't have to do the voice.
I was told to check every square inch of the main gate area, sir. I also was looking for the kidnappers while selling dreams in the Blue Badger mobile, sir. But I got a complete card of my role selling dreams to children, sir. And before I do, okay. Wait. I'm something here in this area, sir. Okay. So let me look at this here. I'm a little suspicious here. A mobile shop on 3 wheels was parked inside the Wild West area garage. Oh, that's the thing. There's no tracks. There's no mud. So this is what I'm thinking. It's got to be this here, right?
Correct.
Indeed.
No, that's wrong. Officer Meekins, I would appreciate if you didn't tell such transparent lies.
Sir, I am lying, sir.
Yes, you are. If you were really out there selling dreams with the Blue Badger mobile until recently, then what is it doing here inside the garage?
Ah! Actually, I had just lost track, sir.
Lost track of what?
By the time I had realized it, the Blue Badger mobile was nowhere to be found, sir.
Which would mean it was perhaps stolen.
And that's when I came back to this area thinking maybe it was in the garage, sir. But that's when you found me, Mr. Edgeworth, sir.
A likely story. Who do you think's gonna buy such a convenient tale as that?
And what exactly is so convenient about his story?
The car getting stolen is completely unbelievable, even for a cover story. But I think we can assume the car was used alright. To move the dead body.
What?
You killed the victim at some distant location, Officer Meekins. And then you used the Blue Badger mobile to transport it all the way here. Now then, you're coming with me.
But it wasn't me! Sir, the killer, sir! It wasn't me, sir!
Agent Lang, wait!
Objection! What do you want now?
I object to your objectionableness. We still don't know where the real scene of the crime is. You can't say we know all the facts of this case, let alone the truth.
I told you, truth schmooth. I couldn't care less.
No comment on that?
I'm just depressed that I had to devote some of my brain cells to that. Our job is to catch the crook. You'll find out your precious truth after we arrest this guy and take him in. That's the job of you prosecutors and your fancy courts with your logic. As for us, we don't have that kind of time to waste.
You boorish food.
That's a good thing to call him, Edgeworth. I completely agree with that.
I think you need to leave.
What?
We need to get that body to autopsy, and you guys are getting in the way.
You would interfere with another one of my investigations.
Hey now, let's not forget who holds the actual authority to conduct investigations here. I'm afraid the one doing the interrupting is you, my ignorant little pretty boy.
No!
Now be a good fancy boy and get out of my sight. If you don't, I'll arrest you for obstruction of justice.
Oh no. Oh no. Ah, dang it, I should have freaking... Someone said in a comment the other day that I can conveniently end episodes like right before these happen. I was actually thinking about just doing a cliffhanger right there, just like, oh, well, we'll see if Edgeworth decides to obstruct justice on the next exciting episode or something. I was thinking about doing that. I really was. Oh
well.
They said that I have a real talent for just ending it at the perfect time right before that happens. Not this time though. Not this time. Oh well though. We're gonna see where are we now? What is the date? What is the time? And then we're gonna end the episode, I guess. Because why not? March 13th, 1:22 p.m. Gate Waterland main gate. Oh, so it's still the afternoon. That's cool, I guess.
Sweets.
Sweets? Oh my gosh! We need to get some sweets, everyone. You like sweets? Let me know. Let me
You
know.
like water?
What?
You like water?
I like water. I just had
You
some
like
water.
gates?
Gates and water are pretty cool too, and so are sweets, and so are actually
Land.
that other thing also says gate water. So I don't know. Never mind. Well, anyway, though, everyone, let me know if you like that kind of stuff, and if you do, cool. If
Holy
not,
crap! Is that a Ferris wheel?
is it?
I think it is.
I think I see a roller coaster. So
Yeah, and on the right is a Ferris wheel.
I hate roller coasters. Unless it's a water roller coaster, because those are cool. Because it's like, oh, let's get a bunch of water in here, and that's awesome.
I mean, isn't that just a slide?
No, because a water slide is something that you slide on without contraptions. A water coaster is
Well, all right, hurry up, end it.
It's like a regular roller. No, a water coaster is like a roller coaster, but with water in it. So you get it's weird. It's crazy. It's awesome. I love those things. Let me know if you like them too, everyone. See you later.